All right, we should be back. Woo, we are back. We should be back in the building. Y'all know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you could hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me looking all crispy and clean on the screen. Happy Friday, y'all. Wow, we're in here. We made it. Today has been a day, but wow. TGIF, thanks God it's Friday. Thank God we're here to see another Friday, and it's good to see y'all in the building too. Welcome to another YouTube live stream. I'm your host ClassE of patreon.com/ClassEbeats. By the way, the link is in the description as well as in the pinned comment in the chat. This show is going to be short, sweet, to the point. We've got a lot to talk about. A lot of y'all have been watching the content we've been making over the past few days, talking about what's going on with Candace Owens, Turning Point USA, and now Erika Kirk. I was this close to being officially on Team Candace, and I might have to back out. We're going to talk about it here today. What is going on in the recent events that happened between Erika Kirk, Candace Owens, and this investigation into the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We're actually going to get into the hearing that took place, the motions hearing that took place yesterday, and Tyler Robinson, the alleged assassin in the Charlie Kirk situation, was back in court, and they're talking about the media and what's been going on there. Apparently some things have gotten out of hand and information's been leaked. We're going to talk about it here in a second, and along with a couple other things. But before we get into it, I gotta say what's up to the people, man. Shout out to the gang is up in here. Always good to see y'all in the building. Thank you to everyone that's in here. Let me see if I can, where did I put y'all? There we go. I know my awesome amazing Amy is in here. Shout out to my awesome amazing Amy being amazing. I appreciate you. We've got Jay Bugmaster's in here. Mr. Brown, I gotta sneeze. I think we're good. Mr. Brown's in the building. We got Keep It Moving in New York. Les Cleaver, my guy, is in here. We've got, oh my gosh, Big Will Wallace is in the building as well. Shout out to Will Wallace. Slim Life New Jersey's in the building. We got Kitty Cat. Did I say what's up to Jay Buckmaster? Julie is back in here. Taco Tuesday is in the building. We've got Virginia Wiley in here as well. Good to see y'all. And let me double check and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, I think I got you all in here. Thank y'all for being here in the show. I appreciate you all being the ones that make this show the great place that it is. And if you could, I do have a favor. Please like the video on your way in. Likes are free, helps the channel continue to grow. Lets the algorithm know you guys are enjoying the show. It shares the video, the channel, this live stream with more people. So thank you again to all nearly 600 of you that have done that so far. It means a lot. It takes less than a second to do. Thank you. Also, if you're feeling extra generous, you can share the video as well. Click the button that says share. It's also got an arrow that's curved and pointing to the right that allows you to share it wherever you're on social media. You can share it to your group chat. You can share it via text. You can share it to Instagram, Facebook, X. I see Voice of Reason always sharing the live stream over on X. So thank you for being here, Voice of Reason. I appreciate you as always. All right, we're going to get into it in a second. I will be reading super chats as we go throughout the show. So make sure y'all stay locked in for that. Give me 1 second. So thank y'all again to everybody who likes to go the extra mile and sends in super chats as well. All right. Let me double check and make sure we're good. I wanted to make sure we didn't miss anybody. Okay, we're all good. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. We've got this situation that went down with Tyler Robinson. In case y'all haven't been following this situation with Tyler Robinson's getting really weird. First of all, if you aren't following our new channel, make sure you go subscribe to the Jury of Your Peers channel. We have a brand new YouTube channel where we're going to be streaming a lot of the court cases coming up, especially the ones we've been talking about here on the channel. We're almost out 100 subscribers, by the way. Thank y'all to everyone who subscribed. So make sure you go over there. The link is in the description. The reason I bring that up is because yesterday we were looking at the Tyler Robinson situation where he was back in court. And Tyler Robinson, there's some issues going on with the media. We're actually going to hear from the judge and Tyler Robinson's side and the prosecution side as well as to what the issues are, what's going on. They started the day with a private session. People were not happy about this. So they cut off all the cameras. And for over an hour, the judge met with Tyler Robinson's team. The judge met with the prosecution, and then they came back and the judge wanted to hear what issues were going on with everything happening in the media, what information was leaked, We're going to hear from Tyler Robinson's defense team, and then the prosecution, and even the media. A lawyer representing the media is going to speak as well. Y'all check this out.
We're going back on the record in case 251-403-576, State of Utah versus Tyler James Robinson. I note the presence of counsel that previously entered their appearances. We have come out of the closed session and concluded that business. However, the court became aware of an event that happened before.
What happened?
And my understanding was during the open portion of this hearing earlier that there was a violation of the standing decorum order as it relates to transmission of these proceedings. And of that shortly thereafter. Ms. Visser.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm referring specifically to Rule of Judicial Administration 4-401.01. This gives the court discretion to terminate or suspend electronic media coverage at any time without prior notice. If
we don't like
the
that.
judge makes particular findings and that the specific circumstances warrant it. It is our position, the defense position, that there has been a violation of the decorum order. It is our understanding that those live streaming this signed and declared that they would follow the decorum order, and they violated it. So we are requesting a sanction. We believe these court's orders are binding and they need to be respected. We also believe that it threatens my client's right to a fair reason. Motion to remove his shackles. It's our understanding that his shackles are visible. It is also
So to give you guys a little bit of background on what was happening, there were certain stipulations that the judge allowed Tyler Robinson obviously to be in regular clothing, and also that the media had certain things they would and wouldn't be able to show, including but not limited to Tyler Robinson exiting and entering the courtroom, Tyler Robinson in shackles, and obviously Tyler Robinson in any way in any type of jail attire after this. So now we fast forward. It sounds like Tyler Robinson's defense team is finding out that somebody violated this. They're upset because someone actually showed Tyler Robinson in shackles, which isn't great because it violates the judge's direct order. And now they want sanctions because somebody with a live stream or with a Rule 22, as we call it here in Fulton County, was recording or photographed him that way. So they're trying not to taint the jury pool, trying not to have issues in court. And that's why we are where we are.
also our understanding that potentially some audio from counsel table was heard. We are definitely taking more measures on our own to ensure that that does not happen again. But there has also been some filming of computers and materials at counsel's desk. That's entirely inappropriate. And I think everybody in this room will agree that's entirely inappropriate. So we are asking for some remedial measures here. We're asking for it to terminate for today, and we can proceed after that.
Thank you, Ms. Visser.
She said, cut off the cameras today. They don't want anybody seeing their client like this.
To the state.
Understandable.
Your Honor, the state, as stated earlier, we believe that the court's order was very clear. And if there has been a violation of that order, then we agree that there needs to be some measure taken. We'll leave it to the court to decide the appropriate response to that violation. But we agree that any violation of the court's order needs to be addressed.
Dang, we don't even have the prosecution on their side. They said, hey, man, if they messed up, that's on them. We'll snitch too.
Thank you, Mr. Ballard.
Come on,
To
guys.
the press. Attorneys for the
I
press.
respect it. It's the gentleman.
Your Honor, Jeff
representing our
Hunt for the
free
media
speech.
interveners. This is the first time that we've heard about the violation. We've not had an opportunity to look at the video or investigate the audio or look at the capture of the computers. But filming of the inadvertent filming of the shackles, I did talk to the pool photographer. My understanding is that there was a zoom out shot that did inadvertently show the shackles. That was improper. That was inadvertent. And we apologize for that. They've taken measures to make sure that the pool video that is disseminated to the rest can capture of the defendant in the shackles.
So basically, they have one camera, one set of camera, one photographer, and then everybody else is linking to that information. And the person who was in charge of the camera, they showed a little too much.
We can't do anything about the live stream, of course, but we can control what the rest of the video is that we capture and disseminate. So that is being done. The audio for counsel, my understanding is the only audio that they picked up was from counsel's microphones. I don't have any further information about that and whether that's a violation. Filming of the computers is not a violation of the decorum order. If the capture can show the document that counsel is looking at, then that is a potential violation. So I just don't know how much detail the shot is that is of concern to the court. But I'll just say that we reiterated as soon as I heard this from Mr. Ballard with the pool representatives that this is very important to follow to the letter.
And guys, this isn't me. The feed was skipping all day yesterday, so I apologize. It was the court feed. It's not
Seriously, they're not perfect. Mistakes happen. We're trying to correct as much as we can on that. But we think termination is not an appropriate remedy. An admonishment from this court, a reminder that they need to follow to the letter. The court's EMC order is appropriate. That's the message that counsel has delivered to the media representatives and the pool operatives, and we think that is the appropriate remedy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to make it clear, we're still receiving messages that shackles can be seen on the live stream as we restarted. So it's still a problem.
Thank you.
I
appreciate all parties weighing in on this important matter. And I find that there was a violation of the standing decorum order that was in effect as of October, as well as the EMC order signed by the court. As previously stated by Ms. Visser, the court does have discretion in determining whether to last of these proceedings, and again, if there are specific circumstances warrant such action, that the court would need to make findings in order to do so.
Don't kick us out, Judge.
I find that excluding the cameras from the courtroom would be disproportionate for this hearing. I find that giving
good job,
making it very clear first that the transmission cannot begin until court is in session and must end before, as the court ends the session, and cannot be filmed before or after. The filming of, as in the letter, the sanction for today is that this camera will be relocated away from defense table to where the bailiff is, where Jeff is standing over here. I want to immediately address any possible transmission of shackles, as previously stated by counsel, and remove the.
Isn't it hilarious though? We're talking about the shackles being there and how it's a violation, but don't show the shackles, but we can talk about the shackles. The law is such a joke. So now, okay, they're going to be punished and they get moved to the other side immediately. So we're going to see the camera feed will get cut and then they pick up their camera and move it to the other side.
Possibility of capture of screens of the computers at defense counsel's table as well. In addition, if there's further violations of the standing decorum order, this court does have the right and will exercise termination of broadcast of these proceedings.
All right.
And I simply want to put all parties on notice, to the press, to all parties, that this court takes this very seriously. While the balance
Killing.
constitutional rights of all parties in this case. As such, we will take a brief recess to allow the relocation of the camera
so
and
stupid.
to the place indicated by the bailiff, and then we will resume these court proceedings. I am anticipating this take perhaps 5 minutes. All right, and then we'll come back on the record and handle the remaining of this hearing. I appreciate the patience of parties as we move forward. We are trying to do the best we
And then you see the camera go beep, like the old school beep. It moved the camera. Shout out to the judge. And honestly, this is somewhat of a better angle because y'all could see at some point we get a excellent view of Tyler Robinson. We're going to be covering this case as it goes on. Interesting to see here, cameraman 1 taking some shots from the judge. This is how the case is going to go. Cameraman 1, don't mess this up. All right. The court can call me. I'll take a vacation. We'll take a vacation and we'll be live streaming from down in Utah if we need to. But yeah, chill out. Make sure we're not going to miss any second of this court proceeding, because as we've been talking about Charlie Kirk's assassination, a lot of questions need to be answered, and it'll be interesting to see what the defense has to say in this case too. Let me know what y'all think in the comments and in the chat. Shout out to the game. We got 9,000 of y'all in here. I know it's 900, but we're speaking it into existence. 9,000 of y'all in the building. Thank you to everyone that's in here. Let me see what y'all say. Kitty Cat said, this is stupid. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Wasted people's time. Get to the opening. Y'all ready to throw this man under the jail, huh? Way to go, Judge. Yeah, I see. Doing all that to hide some ankles is crazy work. And we're not going to get into the rest of the court proceedings. But like I said, if y'all haven't subscribed to the new channel, make sure you subscribe to Jury of Your Peers. The link is in the pinned comment in the chat. It's also in the description. You can go subscribe over there. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. We'll probably be there actually by the end of the weekend. So we're going to have our next goal at 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to all 100 of you that have subscribed so far. Nearly 100. How many subscribers we got over there? Oh, 94 subscribers. We're almost there. Can I get 6 of y'all to click the link in the pinned comment and go over there? And you can catch this live stream there as well. All right. So now we're going to get into it. I know y'all have been patiently waiting for this topic. Oh boy. Oh, shout out to Noah, said, I think I was number 3 or number 4. Appreciate you, man. We got to talk about Candace Owens. We somewhat broke some news yesterday, and we were actually the first ones to report on this because CBS News posted this clip while we were on live stream, and we were the first ones to talk about it on YouTube. And then Candace Owens talked about it later, right? Owens, right? I got to get this headline up. Yep, Candace Owens' investigation might be over. Because I'm going to need y'all's help with this one because I'm really struggling with where I stand on this situation. And you're going to hear why in a second. So I want y'all to be super active in the chat. We're actually going to have a conversation about this once we're done with this segment because there's a lot here. I'm going to give some grace to Erika Kirk. Excuse me. I'm going to give some grace to Candace Owens. But I also got smoke for both of them too. We're going to talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is going to be an interesting one. Let me know what y'all think. So Candace Owens, of course, has been going in when it comes to this investigation into the assassination of Charlie Kirk. At first, it was just simply asking questions about what in the world went on when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Who was the shooter? Why is the FBI not making sense? How did they find this man's gun shortly after he escaped from UVU? Where did he go? And then it turned into a whole nother situation with Israel and with the people who owned the land where the gun was found. And then looking at Charlie Kirk's own organization and the people closest to Charlie Kirk, not limited to his wife, Erika Kirk. Now, Candace Owens has for a long time been pretty much hands off when it comes to Erika Kirk. And a lot was said by Candace Owens herself in reference to Erika Kirk and how she moved. Candace Owens said, I'm not really going to get into it. She actually gave her props as to how she handled and the speech that she gave forgiving Tyler Robinson. She said, and I reviewed the video today, that Candace Owens said about Erika Kirk, she couldn't believe that she forgave Tyler Robinson, and she doesn't even know she would be able to do that. Now we're at a situation to where the tensions are so high between Erika Kirk and Candace Owens. I think they might be the next boxing match. Forget Jake Paul and whoever else he's going to fight against. We need to see Erika Kirk and Candace Owens go at it. And we're actually going to give you guys a timestamp. We're going to show quote unquote receipts of Candace Owens, because Candace Owens is on the record saying that if Erika Kirk asked her to stop, she would stop. She said there's only two people that could get her to stop doing what she's doing. That's Erika Kirk and her husband. We're going to give you guys the full context, but it seems like Erika Kirk now is asking Candace Owens to stop. Or did she? Listen to this from Erika Kirk herself. Check it out.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies.
Erika looked
What
like
do
she
you
about
want to say to
go
her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
Now, the reason that she said that, this was almost a 4D chess move by Erika Kirk, and I didn't personally see it until now. And I asked you guys in the last video, I said, if anyone has the receipts of Candace Owens saying, if Erika tells me to stop, I will stop, please let me know, find them, because I need to see this. I need to see where Candace said this. Well, obviously, Candace had to respond, and she's going to talk about it herself. And then I was able to go back to her live streams and find exactly what I'm talking to you guys about. Let's hear what Candace had to say on this.
But she says, I'm lying. And Erika responds, and her answer to what do you want to say to the podcaster Candace Owens, who is lying, is stop. So Erika would like me to stop lying. And I would like to honor that. Okay.
Oh, so Candace says she would like to honor that. Erika asked her to stop. She says, Erika, I hear you. I said you were the only one. You were one of two people that could get me to stop. I would like to honor that and stop. You said stop the lies. I'll stop the lies. Now, what does
I would
she
like
say?
me to stop lying. And I would like to honor that. Okay. I can only honor that if Erika is more explicit in terms of what I have lied about.
No, Candace, no. This is where it was tough for me. Candace, you're kind of moving the goalpost here. There were seemingly no qualifiers before. And I'm going to show you guys the exact videos, and I'll give you the exact date and the exact timestamp where Candace Owens said that she would stop if Erika told her to stop. And you can make a decision as to what you think. But Candace, you can't put a qualifier on it now. You can't say, okay, I'll stop lying if you tell me where I lied. That's not what she said before. What did Candace actually say before? I'm going to let her talk for a couple seconds more, and then I'll show you guys the receipts. Check this out.
If Erika is more explicit in terms of what I have lied about. What did I lie about? It's just incredible. There have this opportunity. The questions have been preferred. You could just start like going through them. Maybe they will. By the way, it's coming out on Saturday. Maybe I've made a mistake somewhere and I'm happy. I want to correct that, right? I'm not interested. My goal is not to tell lies. It is obviously plausible that I have made mistakes. I've reviewed these lists that we've put together and I can't find the lie, okay? The lies that I find are coming out of Turning Point USA. Okay, and here are some of those lies. You know, Mikey had blood all over him. Okay, Mikey has offered that his dad was confused.
Okay, and Candace Owens goes into this whole list of lies that were told. And the reason she's focusing on the lie is because the way that the moderator asked Erika Kirk the question was, hey, there's all these conspiracy theories, all these lies going on. Candace Owens is building her entire business off of these lies, what do you have to say? Erika Kirk said stop. Now, Erika Kirk, I think, was intentionally vague. She's very smart. She knows what she's doing. And she said, just stop. She didn't say what she wants Candace to stop. But Candace also, in the past, didn't say exactly when she would stop searching. This is such a breaking point in all of this for me personally. And I want to know what y'all think about this, because I feel like Candace Owens is really the only one who is pointing out and has the platform to get the information about what we're all seeing and what we've seen. But now, Candace, I'm so disappointed. I don't know why Candace, and I think she regrets saying at any point that she would stop if Erika asked her to. Let's go ahead and get into the receipts and see what happened. And I got to give the initial credit to the person who actually found what I was looking for. And then I was able to go back and get the exact live stream, the exact timestamp where this happened. Shout out to, never thought I would say this, shout out to Laura Loomer. Credit where credit's due, I guess. And what did Laura have to say over here? She said, you said you would stop, Candace Owens, if Erika Kirk asked you to stop. You should stop. Let's look at this montage of Candace Owens saying that she would stop if Erika asked her to, and I'll give you guys the receipts. Check this out.
No one, and I mean absolutely no one, outside of my husband and Erika Kirk has the power to shut me up right now. That's it.
Okay, so that doesn't really count because she said Erika Kirk has the power to, but she didn't make a promise and say she would stop. Hold on.
Nobody that has the capacity to get me to shut up about this except for Erika Kirk. And
okay, that one again, still, I give grace there. She didn't say she would stop. She said no one has the power to stop her. Now, here's where it gets interesting.
I will say this, like, I am on this journey to figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erika Kirk asks me to stop. I said early on, if Erika Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet.
But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode, but this is not okay.
It's a no from me, but you know me. I'm just out here saying what needs to be said. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
Oh boy. So let's talk about it. Candace Owens, did she actually say that she would stop? Y'all know me. I have to get the context. I want to see the receipts. Is this the end of the jury of our peers, the public, the CIA, as Candace Owens likes to say, the Candace Intelligence Agency? Is this the end? What did Candace actually say?
Couldn't agree more. And I will say this, like, I am on this journey to figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erika Kirk asks me to stop, as I have said, or my father, or my husband asks me to stop, because truth matters. And I think it is amazing that Erika found it in her heart to forgive. But it is also my belief that there are more people involved that are in need of forgiveness. Okay.
Okay. That was on September 22nd, almost 2 weeks after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Candace Owens says, the only ones that have power, the only time I will stop is if Erika Kirk asks me to stop. And then she even adds more context after that. I saw this and I said, this might be it. This might be the end. I might have to be out on supporting the rest of this investigation, because if you say something, you got to have some integrity. You got to do it. Now, this last video, I want to show you guys the last live stream from Candace. And again, to give you guys the receipts, if you want to go back and look at the timestamps, I know people were probably looking for these, put in a lot of time and effort to find exactly where Candace said it. You can go to her September 22nd live stream, and I'll leave a link to it in the description, at about 45 minutes to hear that clip. The second clip was November 3rd. So about 4 weeks ago, Candace Owens on her live stream at 27 minutes said this.
Okay, so I want to address this. So many people have been writing into us, sending us emails, people that are paying in super chats, asking me to address Erika Kirk. And I guess my question back would be, what is there for me to address? She hasn't sat down for a long interview. All we have seen from Erika has been the speech at the memorial event for Charlie Kirk. I see the innuendo that is online. I am interested in investigating who killed Charlie Kirk. And the people that I have been reserving my ire for, my smoke for, my investigation for are the people that are blatantly lying. Okay, people that are just lying about Charlie Kirk. That was my reason for going after Alex Clark. She lied about the Catholic thing. That was my reason for going after Andrew Colvett, Mikey McCoy. Anybody that's told a lie, Rob McCoy, blood all over him, you got my attention. What lie has Erika told that I'm supposed to be focused on? Okay, like has she said something about, did she come out and say, Charlie never had an issue with Israel in the end. He loved Israel to his dying breath. She hasn't done that.
Well, ironically, she kind of has now. We're going to get into that in a second, but I'm going to let Candace finish.
She simply hasn't done that. What we have around the corner is a big interview that's going to be dropping this week. Erika Kirk sat down with Jesse Waters, and I can tell you, Charlie loved Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters gave us the most playtime on Fox News back in the beginning. That was the big show that we got to book. And so it's a good fit. It's a fitting program for her to go on to. If she was sitting down with like Bibi Netanyahu's entourage, I might have something to say. But everything that she has done she's been having conversations with people who were actually friends with Charlie. Erika is also, I think, slated.
It's almost like Candace saw into the future, because a lot was said about the moderator who Erika Kirk was sitting down with and her ties to let's just say somewhat of a Israeli background. I'm not going to go into that. Candace talks about it on her live stream. I'll let her handle that side of things. So now it seems like even when Candace Owens made this statement, it was about her quest for the truth. And if she sees someone lying, all bets are off. Is Erika Kirk included in that? I think she's going to regret at some point making that statement, because it could affect the credibility of this entire investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination.
To join Megyn Kelly on tour. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I saw that being teased. Charlie opened up to Megyn in the end. Megyn stood 10 toes down on telling the truth, which is why I deeply respect her for doing this, about the pressure that Charlie was under. And it was not easy for Megyn to do that, okay? She is still catching heat for the fact that she did that. So I feel like Erika is kind of sending a message here that she's not standing against the people that are telling the truth. I said early on, if Erika Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet. She didn't ask me to be quiet. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. A show on whether I like her hair, her outfits, that doesn't feel right. And also keep in mind, that is the mother of Charlie Kirk's children. I had a real relationship with Charlie Kirk, a real friendship with Charlie Kirk, and what is left of him in this world are his two small children. So to just take a baseless attack, if I catch her in a lie, it's a little different, but to just take an attack on her does not feel appropriate to me. I haven't seen any reason to do that. So I'm looking forward to the sit down with Jesse Waters. I think we're going to get a lot more from Erika, and we're going to see where her mindset is. Currently, there is one clip that is going around.
And we're not going to get into that. Again, if y'all want to see this, you can go back and watch it on November 3rd. Candace Owens live stream on November 3rd at 27 minutes. Now, interesting enough, a lot has happened since that point. Obviously, 4 weeks ago, things were pretty straightforward. People were just saying they didn't like how Erika appeared at Charlie's memorial and why she wasn't wearing a certain color. Things have since escalated since then, and we've seen a lot more back and forth, and Erika Kirk seemingly taking more of a stance, and specifically when it comes to Israel, which is what Candace Owens was pointing out and said she might have an issue with if people start to lie about certain things. Check this out from Erika Kirk.
It's those little things where, again, he would walk through the door, drop his bags, Daddy's home, take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and it was just all us. And that's what I always wanted to make so special for him, was coming home. I'd always say, baby, I don't care what time you get home. Home is here for you. Your food will never be cold. It might sit out for a little bit, but I'll reheat it. It's fine. And I just want to encourage spouses, don't get mad. It's so easy. Don't do it. It's those.
Oh boy. So she had that to say about Charlie Kirk. Also, this is the thing. This is where I'm torn on, because this line of questioning, this line of text messages has been verified by Turning Point USA. I mean, it's been verified by Josh Hammer. What did Charlie Kirk say in this text message, in this thread? And I want you all to listen to this in reference to his ties to the pro-Israel cause. Charlie Kirk says, just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. He just said that. I don't think he meant that seriously. He meant it as a joke. Maybe he did. I don't know Charlie like that. Someone else says, Charlie says Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this. It's very important. Leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. Then we have this. Erika Kirk promoting Charlie's new book about it is what it is, the Sabbath. Then we have this. Interesting to see certain things going on. I don't care about this part of it, but I want to know from you guys, since we've been covering this and following this, when you see and you hear this from Candace Owens. And Candace Owens, I know she regrets saying that about Erika Kirk, because she could explain it away. She could say, you know what, when I mentioned that and when I said I would stop because I thought Erika Kirk was in the clear. I thought Erika Kirk wasn't someone who was going to lie herself. Now I've personally seen Erika Kirk not tell the truth in certain instances or not be totally forthcoming. So as Candace Owens, I owe it to myself. I owe it to the community. I owe it to the people to keep going. To me, I see it a lot simpler than that. I see it a lot simpler than that. Candace, you said you would stop. She said stop. Erika said stop. What are we going to do? I don't think Erika Kirk has to say, Candace Owens, please stop covering this and looking into the investigation. That's not what Candace said. Lastly, I want to leave with this because we can't forget the man who started this whole movement of truth, in my opinion, or who highlighted, at least, let's say. What did Charlie Kirk have to say about this?
Because I learned during COVID. I learned when they told us that it came from a bat in the Himalayas. I learned when they told us the vaccine was safe and effective. I learned when they told us that ivermectin was horse paste, that you better keep asking questions because it's the only thing that keeps us free.
What do y'all think about this? Let me know in the comments and in the chat. Shout out to the gang. We got 1,000 plus of y'all in here. Is it over? Is it over, guys? I got to see what y'all are saying in the comments in the chat. But before we do, I have to give a big shout out and thank you to my awesome, amazing Amy. Y'all see her up there? Gifting 5 memberships. If you got a membership from Amy, make sure you say thank you. Also, check out the members only content. You get instant access to all the videos we drop here on the channel, as well as getting your name highlighted in that beautiful green in the chat. And you get an opportunity to use a lot of the custom members only features as well. Shout out to Amy. If you haven't checked out Amy's channel, make sure you do that. Subscribe to her channel. The link is in the description, and we'll also drop it in the chat for you guys. Make sure you go over there, watch every single video she has, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any time that she drops a new premiere or a new video as well. So shout out to Amy for the love. I appreciate you so much. We've also got excuse me, Taco Tuesday is in here, has been a member for 9 months. Oh my gosh. And says, what a long, strange journey this has been. Taco Tuesday, you're telling me. Thank you for being here for 9 months and congratulations on your membership, baby. 9 months strong, man. You're right there. Thank you so much for the support. We've also got the big dog in the building. Shout out to J Money, gifting 5 memberships too. If you got a membership from my guy, J Money, again, make sure y'all say thank you in the chat and show J Money some love. Always showing love, always supporting. I appreciate you, man. What do y'all think? We're gonna have a little bit of conversation about this Candace Owens, Erika Kirk thing. Shout out to you from Finland, to all who are here in YouTube and other places and countries around the world. Thank you for being here. What did y'all have to say in the comments? Charlie Kirk was literally one of the most pro-Israeli people. It doesn't make sense why Israel would kill him. I agree. But as we saw in the text message, it seems like he was having some issues there. Feels like I'm jumping, trying to get some ish off my show. Candace Owens knows she told her to stop, but she loves to twist things. I don't know if Candace is going to be able to get out of this one. For me, I think enough people are still going to support her in this continued investigation. And honestly, I'm always going to support a quest for the truth. But Candace Owens in 4K live said that she would do what she needs to do. She said Erika Kirk told her to stop. She would stop. It might be time. I got to think about it a little more, but this is it because nobody else is going to continue like Candace Owens has. Nobody else is going to ask the questions. No one else has the authority that Candace does just because of her closeness to Charlie Kirk. Man, Erika is like, dang, girl, chill. I used to love Candace, but she's been acting crazy for my liking. Oh, man. She said, stop lying, not stop talking. See, are we going to give that qualifier? Candace made it very clear. She said, I'm not going to stop unless Erika says she wants me to stop. Laura Loomer, that woman's crazy, but she put it together. She put the pieces together. Where you are stopping these videos and sending me, I know Candace is always making crazy faces like me. I probably do the same thing. Candace lost the moral high ground in the fight. That's duping Delight Smile, and it's proven to be correct because she did not stop. She wants Erika begging. We all know he had on shackles talking about Tyler Robinson. What else do y'all say? What training does she have to run a murder investigation? I don't know. Do you need training to be a journalist? I think people who investigate into things don't have to be in training. After Candace Owens saw that Turning Point USA live stream with Ben Shapiro, I'm guessing after midnight invite, and then after a live audience called live and asking him why live, he said Erika asked him to do it tonight. I meant, yeah, we talked about that. Basically, you're giving insight into when the lady Gina called in and she asked Blake Neff why they gave Candace the invitation the way that they did. And Blake said, wait, hey, listen, I'm handling everything the way I'm handling it because Erika asked me to. This came directly from Erika. Y'all got an issue with it. Too bad. She's my boss. I got to do what she says. So Candace Owens is right. Why people lying about Charlie Kirk? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say Erika Kirk. Erika Kirk is letting the people in charge of the real investigation do their job. So, yeah, I think Candace Owens is too. She's just saying that they're leaving out a lot of information. Amy says, Charlie Kirk, never stop asking questions. Erika Kirk, stop asking questions. There's a reason Charlie told Candace to be his David. And again, Erika, she's somewhat contradicting herself. Because she said multiple times, hey, listen, I'm not telling anybody to stop asking questions. We're asking questions too. And anytime we see something and say, that doesn't make sense, we're going to give it to the proper authorities. But now she's telling Candace Owens to, what it sounds like is stop with the lies. Again, I'm with Candace on that part of it. I'm not seeing where the lies are. I'm seeing Candace ask a lot of questions. I'm seeing Candace point out things that don't make sense. But if Erika is going to agree with that statement that Candace Owens has been building her business off of lies on Charlie Kirk, that's a pretty bold statement. And Erika, she needs to clarify that, or she should clarify that, in my opinion. But don't listen to me. Amy also says, Tyler, I forgive you. Stop asking questions, Candace. Come on now. Don't have that type of smoke for Erika. Yeah, that was wild. They aren't even a part of that religion. Candace has showed zero evidence, just tips, emails. That's not true at all. Candace was the first one. Where did it go? I got to pull up the screenshot. That screenshot I showed you guys of the text message group, Candace was the first one to put that out. And then it got backed up by people at Turning Point. They said, yeah, that was group message, but it's not a big deal. I think that was the first receipt I saw from Candace Owens. Then she's shown receipts with the Egyptian planes. Then she's shown receipts from ballistic reports. She's shown a lot of, I think you got to go back and look at the content. She's shown a lot of receipts. If anyone can see Erika Kirk is an actor, then something's wrong with you. Oh, man. The Israel button. Yeah, that was interesting. What else are y'all saying? In all honesty, Erika told the media she didn't contact Candace personally, which is what I believe Candace meant. Okay, giving Candace another out. Erika Kirk didn't reach out to Candace directly and say, Candace, please stop this. I don't like what you're doing. Don't do it anymore. She just went on an interview and said it, but she still said stop. Candace said anytime, any place, and that wasn't true either. It was true. We have Zoom. I'm not doing this with y'all. There's no excuse for Turning Point. There is no reason Turning Point can't let Candace Owens on Zoom. It's dumb. You can meet anywhere, anytime via internet. I can pick up my phone and have a meeting with y'all anywhere, anytime because of the internet. We're not going to do that. Come on. No disrespect because I love your show, but I really think this narrative is current. Erika is current. Erika. What? I feel like it's all you cover and you won't cover the other side of this, the truth. Oh, well, then you haven't been watching the content enough. And we honestly haven't been covering Candace Owens like that, to be honest. I want to see. Now I'm curious, how many videos have I done on Candace Owens? I think in the entirety, I've maybe watched 10 to 20 of Candace's live streams. So I've been covering Candace Owens since September, since Charlie Kirk was assassinated. So I put out a lot of content since then. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, evidence relating to Charlie Kirk's death. No, I don't think we're going to see any of that. I don't know how you would get that information because it's all bottled up and packaged up. So unless somebody involved in the FBI or a police investigation, I don't know how you would get that type of information. All we can look at is what we see. Or Candace Owens can do what she did. She can go talk to somebody who's been in the area, who saw something, break down the video. I mean, yeah. She isn't the police. I get why she's trying to figure out what happened, but stop. At some point, you got to let go and let God. Oh, man, I don't know about that. Shout out to God. I don't know if we should stop searching for the truth to certain things, but it's tough, man. It's tough. Why should Candace have to stop investigating? Because she said she would if Erika asked her to. I think I know for a fact Candace regrets saying that. I wish she hadn't said that because I want her to keep going. Now, I don't know. I might be out. I might be like, Candace, you said you told her that you were going to stop. You got to stop. And Candace is the only one attacking Erika. Said, please stop. You said you would. Why not dig into Candace's history? Look at her court filing 10 years ago where she sued everyone and lost. I don't care about that. But yeah, I mean, and I also, y'all say Candace is attacking Erika. I don't see, or I haven't seen Candace attack Erika. And we even saw in the clip, the last clip, one of the last clips I played, Candace didn't, she said, I don't know what y'all want me to say about Erika. I mean, she hasn't come out and said a lie about Charlie. If she has something that she says that's not true, then I'll address that. But I haven't seen her attack Erika. And I was slick, like, please don't jump down this rabbit hole with her. I'm not. No, I want to see all the information we have when it comes to the investigation to this, because I've got a lot of questions. I know y'all do too. When it comes to Charlie Kirk's assassination, it doesn't make sense. If it feels uncomfortable to ask questions, you need to self-reflect why. Corruption is uncomfortable, but must be questioned. There's not a lot of people who will question it because they know the powers that be are the powers that be. Charlie was her BFF, but she has a gay man telling people Charlie was closeted. Huh? What? She accused 30 plus people and not one shred of evidence. If she has all this info, God, go save the man charged with it. Again, we're saying accused. I think this word accused and attacked is being overused in this case. Because if Candace Owens looks at Charlie Kirk's security team and they're saying, oh yeah, we didn't render aid. And she looks at them and say, hey, why didn't you guys give Charlie Kirk aid after he had been shot? That's not an attack on them. That's asking a somewhat legitimate question. Why didn't you guys think to give him aid? Why are these planes following Erika and Charlie? Hey, Turning Point USA, why are you guys lying about all of this information? Candace listed it out. She showed the things they're lying about. Why? How is that an attack? I'm not seeing the attacks, guys. Maybe I'm missing it, but we covered a lot of it here. Running an online gossip column is not investigative journalism. When did Candace attend journalism school? So is that I know a lot of people who didn't go to journalism school that are elite journalists. Erika going on media saying, stop, WTF, drama much. You all know about the Romanian orphanage in Erika. Yeah, I think that's been somewhat disproven, but the rumors are going to be there. Look into it. You are not informed. Yeah, I know, but we're not getting into that. We've talked about it a couple of times, but have you ever heard the people who are emotionally involved should not be involved with their murder investigation? Fair. That's a very fair point. That's a murder case she should solve, but she won't. She would rather accuse our military, pastors, his wife, his family, Israel, Egypt, Trump, Vance, the cameraman, his security, the mob. Stop. Where are these accusations at? Again, we say she's accusing and attacking. I don't see that. I don't see that. I mean, she's recently attacked Blake Neff for his BS invitation, and even that wasn't an attack. It was like, hey, dude, why didn't you invite me properly? We could have made this work. Okay, you guys want to come out and say you're going to disprove everything I've been saying? Fine, but can you just give me a proper invite? Who is she attacking and accusing? I've seen her say Kash Patel is not making sense and didn't do a great job giving information with the information and isn't being truthful. Is that an attack? Because he's not. It's a fact. She can investigate all she wants. Just stop talking about it. Stop profiting from it. If you have some concrete something concrete, then report it to the proper authorities and then us because we're nosy. Oh my God. People wearing maroon shirts. Yeah, I don't know. And then I saw someone from over on Patrick Bet-David's show was saying, oh, something happened here. Did Candace it was Adam. Let me see if I can find Adam. Like, just being immature. Candace, from what I've seen from Candace in the past September, October, November, December, for the past 3 months, I've been following Candace's work on this case. I haven't seen Candace just throw a lot of stuff at the wall just to see if it sticks. She's asking questions like, guys, you see this? This doesn't make sense. And if she's been off on the timeline or she's misstated something, she's come out and said, oh, yeah, my bad. That wasn't correct. Here's the correct information. So I don't know. How about you listen to your husband and his words, Erika? I just saw the footage of what he said about this identical situation before he died. So haters, STFU. And go watch what he said in his own words.
Thank you so much. Because I learned during COVID. I learned when they told us that it came from a bat in the Himalayas. I learned when they told us the vaccine was safe and effective. I learned when they told us that ivermectin was horse paste, that you better keep asking questions because it's the only thing that keeps us free. Thank you so much.
I don't know. She's out of control with no evidence. I mean, why do y'all really think people want her to stop talking just because their feelings are getting hurt? Do you guys really believe that? Or do you think it's possibly something else? There's a lot that doesn't make sense. I kind of want to get back into what she said in the live stream because I didn't finish watching the entirety of that. But what do y'all think? As we've been going through this, is it time, based on what you've seen in the last segment we did, is it time for Candace Owens to stop with the investigation? Because Erika Kirk said that's enough. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Candace has no real training for a jury. Okay, I'm not. Who cares? I don't care about that. She's got the platform. She does her due diligence from what I've seen. She doesn't have to have a degree or a certificate of journalism. Then we just be critiquing where she got her certificate from or where she got her degree from or who was her if you've got the receipts, show the receipts. That's all I've been asking for. I just saw because you're at least being fair to Candace. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Hey, you might want to keep your finger on that button because you subscribe one day, might unsubscribe the next, depending on what we're talking about. Candace is right, and you will see in the end. You haters are a bunch of dumb. Oh, don't call people names. Listen, no name calling. Y'all be nice. Candace has been right about a lot of stuff, and I think she's asking the right questions. My question is just why are they asking her to stop? They messing up the money, hurting his feelings. They feel it's disrespectful. If so, why is Turning Point like, hey, we're going to answer every allegation just cuz? Maybe worried about tainting a jury pool. Man, Tyler Robinson ain't going nowhere. That man's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. I think they said they're not giving him the death penalty. But Tyler, he's done. Come on. I believe innocent until proven guilty, but I don't think a jury's gonna. I don't think, yeah. We've seen too much. Investigate behind the scenes, come out once she has verifiable hard evidence that she can prove to the public, is my opinion. And she's done that. I think again, if this, if Candace Owens doesn't stop and this January 15th expose of Turning Point being truthful actually goes down, I have a feeling that receipts are going to drop like crazy, because not only did Candace Owens show a lot of receipts for some of the things that Blake Neff mentioned in his original response, but Candace has been saying she has a lot of stuff that she hasn't shown. Is that true or not? I think we'll have to wait and see. Or maybe will it be more of the same? I don't know. I want the receipts though. Right about what? Well, I just pointed out, man, y'all got to listen. I pointed out several things that Candace Owens has been right about. Many don't know that Candace went back to school and completed her degree in journalism, even has 2 degrees now, confirmed after Piers Morgan interview. Okay, I don't even care about that. She does a good job of investigating. But we agree to disagree with one another. Respect, please. Yeah, don't call people dum-dums. That's not, it's hilarious, but it's not nice. There are so many reasons that can be attributed to Candace's behavior. I agree with that as well. What receipts? I thought the French were after her. She said she's giving the information to the FBI. Cash Patel said we take that seriously. Many don't know that Candace went back to... Oh, okay. I see. And Amy said some of you are misinformed. Candace got a... Oh, man. See? She got an associate's degree in journalism from Rhode Island University, which it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, Amy ain't slick. Shout out to Big Will Wallace in here, dropping 10 memberships. Y'all got a membership from Will Wallace. Make sure you say thank you. Big Will Wallace in here, always showing love and support. Will, you got to email me and get your address so I can send you that merch, man. Drop me an email so I can get you right, Will Wallace. If you got a membership from Will Wallace, say thank you. Y'all spam Will Wallace in the chat as well. An as degree. That's hilarious. Listen, I've been here for a long time. I don't agree with ClassE or even Amy on everything. Man, you shouldn't, man. Echo chambers are lame. I don't want to be in here agreeing with everybody. What kind of conversation is that? Like, I just talk to myself if that's the case. Although I might be committed. What else are y'all saying? Oh, okay. I had my fill of Candace. See y'all Monday. Different topic. Different week. Peace out. Shout out to Taco Tuesday. Had enough of Candace Owens. Yeah, I think the next time we're going to talk about Candace Owens will be on the 15th, which is next what? Oh, which is actually Monday. So I'm sorry, Taco Tuesday. On Monday, we're going to see if Turning Point actually does answer some of the things that have been said. Shout out to Will Wallace. Bro, I agree with Charlie. Disagree? Is that a new word? Did you just make a new word? Degree? I agree with Charlie. You disagree with Charlie? But I still... Oh, you disagree with Charlie, but you still miss him. At least he was having a conversation, which is what we do here. We open up opportunity for y'all to have conversation and give your opinions. As long as you don't call people dum-dums. Don't call my dum-dum. Dang. I want to get a t-shirt that just says dum-dum on it now. Oh, and I missed Amy's super chat with the cake too. Shout out to Amy. Always bringing the cake. Reminding me I need to get some food. Shout out to Amy. The cakey cake in the building. Thank you so much. A conflict of interest, a personal connection to the victim, suspect, or the events themselves creates a real or perceived conflict of interest. The journalist's subjectivity could easily obscure the facts, and their personal involvement may distract the reader from the actual story. Agreed. 1000% correct. Yes. Maintaining objectivity and fairness, emotional ties makes it incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to remain objective, impartial, and balanced. The reporter might unintentionally favor certain sources, sensationalize details, or pursue an agenda rather than public interest. Well, here's the thing. In the spirit of journalism, that you are correct, but it's well known that there's a conflict of interest there. So I think it's up to the public to know, and it's up to the journalists to make that well known. Candace Owens did from the very beginning. And then it's up to the public to decide how much credit they're actually going to give what's being investigated by the person with the conflict of interest. Just because Candace Owens has a major conflict of interest here doesn't mean what she's reporting is not true. Doesn't mean what she was reporting is not accurate. So although all the things that you say in that statement are true, she can still have some impact on how this investigation goes. So, are there emotions? Yes. Is she biased? Yes. Does she have her beliefs? Yes. Could she be blinded by the pursuit of justice for her friend? Absolutely. Do I think she is? Yes. But she has the resources. She has the ability to explore this further. And I for one want to hear what she has to say. And then I could take it and analyze it on my own. Erika should have asked Candace to stop the very first week of the series. They thought she would go away. Those who planned and unalive Charlie didn't include her in the picture. I would buy a reasonably priced Dum Dum shirt. Hey, shout out to the Dum Dums. I might have to do that, man. Get a shirt that just says Dum Dum. Let me ask you guys this. Why hasn't Erika Kirk went on this interview? Let me pull it back up. And she basically co-signed the fact that Candace Owens has been lying and that she needs to stop. Oh man, come on. Did I really not bookmark that? That is crazy. So if that's the case and Candace Owens has been lying, then why haven't they sued her?
Okay? The
Listen to what was
podcaster
said.
Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies.
She's building her business off of these lies. Erika says, well, she doesn't say, well, they're not lies. You know, she's just talking.
What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop.
Okay, so with that being said, why haven't they sued her? I want to know y'all's thoughts. And this is the next conversation we're going to have. Because if Candace Owens is just all this, and she's a conspiracy theorist and a liar, and she's biased, and she has no credibility, and she's just talking on YouTube, why haven't they sued her? Minimizing harm, credibility. The public must be able to trust the integrity of the news organization and the reporter. Reporting on a close personal situation compromises the credibility, as the audience would rightly question the fairness and accuracy of the coverage. So she shouldn't speak on it at all? And people want to hear what she has to say, just like people want to hear what Erika Kirk has to say. Yeah, I don't know. Erika should have asked Candace to stop. Oh, okay, I read that one. So should she just not speak on it at all? Or should she say, okay, guys, take this for what you will. I'm not speaking on this as an investigator. I'm speaking on this as a friend of Charlie Kirk. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm not saying someone needs a journalist degree. However, there is wisdom in not being involved with an investigation when you are, one, emotionally involved, and two, monetarily involved. Monetarily. But don't journalists get paid? I'm confused, man. But I think Charlie Kirk doesn't know I don't think Charlie Kirk doesn't know Tyler Robinson. I think Charlie Kirk knows who his shooter might be. Know what we're saying there. I trust Candace, but Erika Kirk, I know her very well. She's hate him and is supposed to admit it. If you put yourself out there, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Well, we talked about that whole situation. But yeah. So maybe, oh, you're saying maybe they do that next? I mean, it's been 4 months. She said she should stop. Suing her might be the next stop. Candace might be right. I don't care about training, whatever. She said she stopped. It looks bad now. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. She said she would stop. Dang, man. Why'd she say that?
With assassinating Charlie Kirk. But, you know, Tim Pool's telling you guys midterms. There's midterms and there's things. That's the higher calling, right? The message, and I was attacked for telling me, I'm attacked for capturing him. Okay, Mikey has offered that his dad was confused. I'll accept that. Well, I didn't lie about that. Rob McCoy lied. His father also said he called his father first. Maybe Rob McCoy was confused. Mikey being a hero for walking away doesn't feel honest. Charlie's neck stopping a 30-06 bullet because he ate healthy and had strong bones. It was a modern day Christian miracle. That feels like a pretty big lie.
Candace needs to go max. They have been caught lying and she should have asked her to stop in the beginning. I don't know if I agree with that. I think Candace, she said what she said, and I don't know how you walk this back. I just don't see how you walk that back. She said I would stop. If Erika says stop, Erika says stop. And now you're going to put the qualifier on, well, if you tell me where I'm lying, I'll stop. I don't know. Then people lie and say the mic shot Charlie. Crazy to think it's been 4 months already. Yeah, I know. Feels like last week.
Okay. Charlie never wavered in his support for Israel was a nasty lie. Maybe Barry went on prep. Like, what do you want to say to the people that
Josh Hammer straight up lied. Charlie never wavered in his support for Israel. And we saw the text messages where Charlie Kirk said, I don't know what I'm going to do about Israel because I think I might be out. That was one of the biggest lies. Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. Come on, Josh.
Literally lied about what Charlie was living through in the last weeks of his life. Stop, Josh Hammer. Stop, Bibi Netanyahu. No, I'm sorry. Barry Weiss is here. We're not going to get to that. Charlie was a committed evangelical who only liked Catholic architecture. Did I lie about that? Nope. Turning Point USA lied about that. And I was attacked for telling me, I'm attacked for catching the lies. We'll get to that later. That's their new method. Once first they accuse me of lying, then I prove I'm not lying. And then their strategy is to attack me for telling the truth and saying, how dare you reveal a personal text message to defend yourself from being called a liar. We can keep going here. Has any of this been clarified? Ben Shapiro said they never had any bad blood between them. I proved that was not true. Again, that also came from a little PR. Alex Clark pulling that move. Next page, Terrell Farnsworth was told to remove that SD card by police. That was not true. Terrell Farnsworth personally told me that was not true. Terrell removed the SD cards because people were stealing hats. Again, not what Terrell Farnsworth himself told me. And also doesn't make any logical sense because if you were worried about theft, you would have taken the cameras and not just the SD card, particularly from the camera behind his head, as opposed to the cameras that were in front of him. Lie. Charlie established a Doge and it was not unusual. That's a lie. It was unusual. Doge didn't even exist prior to Elon Musk making that a thing about government accountability. Charlie Kirk's team did not fly drones. Major lie. Brian Harpole told that lie. Brian Harpole also told a major lie when he said that the security had communicated with UVU police to secure those rooftops. That was a lie. It was actually the walkway behind. What am I getting here? What have I done here in this presentation that I lied about? Have I made mistakes along the way? Yes, I'm not perfect, and I will always adjust those mistakes. So I'm asking you to tell me what I lied about. Why is there not this same energy also for the feds? Because they've told some lies. We've got a list of those too. We put that together. We would like.
You think Turning Point USA is going to call out their buddy Cash Patel? Nah. I swore I was done hearing about Candace, but some of this ish is interesting for real, for real. Erika has her phone number. Should have called her directly. Instead, she's feeling elitist. She forgot Candace was the force behind the growth of Turning Point USA from the onset. I mean, she definitely had a large part in it. Amy says she can still look into and make her reports or tips to the authorities. She doesn't have to keep talking about it on live every day. The authorities? Man. Erika wanting her to stop now is only to get out of answering the questions they've been caught lying. They say they're going to do that on Monday. We'll see. Did you guys saw how the PBD podcast lost over 2 million subscribers on YouTube? Dang. It's probably because, some of the rhetoric we've been seeing from them has been disappointing, to say the least, especially when it comes to Candace.
Or the feds, because they've told some lies. We've got a list of those too. We put that together. We would like some clarity.
Does anyone think Candace has lied? That's the question I haven't seen either. Even until this point, she didn't deny that she told Erika she would stop. She said, okay, just tell me where I lied. We'll see. We'll see. And is she going to stop talking about Turning Point? Is she going to stop looking into the investigation?
Again, Charlie being shot with a 30-06. The lover text messages mysteriously presented without any timestamps. Lying about how Tyler Robinson was arrested. They claim that he confessed and turned himself in. That's not what happened. That he said he was guilty. All of his, father said he was guilty. That's not what happened. Never revealed that Tyler Robinson was at the Dairy Queen following the assassination. He was throwing clothes away, as I presented to you guys, in the cemetery. That's problematic to the timeline. We'd like some clarity. That's an oddity. Mm-hmm. They said Tyler Robinson was arrested wearing a maroon shirt. That actually was also not true. They said Tyler Robinson was suicidal, but also turned himself in because he was afraid of being shot by police. Those two ideas seem to be running into each other. How can both of these things be true? Did he want to die or not want to die? Maybe there's an explanation. It's definitely odd. And the footage mysteriously missing of Tyler Robinson turning himself in. And then, of course, there's just things that we can't get answers to, which is the Egyptian planes. Tracking Charlie, following Erika throughout years. Instead, they're laughing at these things. So what am I lying about? Explicitly lying about. Not made a molecular or a minor mistake. We got a time zone wrong. And then it's she lied. The plane left a couple of hours earlier. Maybe somewhere I made a mistake on a timeline of Charlie being here on this day when he's actually there on that day. But I'm talking where am I lying? Because I would like to stop if you can tell me, okay? And maybe they will. Maybe we'll get to that on Saturday.
Interesting. Let me know what y'all think, man. Shout out to the gang. Thank you to all 1,000 of you that liked the video. We're going to keep the conversation going. Monday will be interesting. I am not hopeful about Turning Point doing this live stream on Monday. We will see. And I mean, if you think about it, Candace Owens is going to be doing a reaction to their live stream, according to her, unless some new information comes out over the weekend that they're going to be able to do it and work on it together. So, I don't know. Too many questions with no answers. People would not be questioning it, would not be questioning if they would give the answers. And when Turning Point USA says anything, they dig a deeper hole. I agree. Time travel about 15 years down the road and tell me if you think Candace is, if you think all of this Candace is doing now is going to be appreciated by Charlie's children. Absolutely. What? It's not even a question. Those kids, all those kids care about is that their daddy's gone. They don't care about Blake Neff or Andrew Colvett or Turning Point USA. If they see this woman every single day who was up here saying, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense. Why did that happen? 15 years down the road, of course they're going to appreciate it. What? They're not going to appreciate a lot of the other BS that's being said by other people about what Erika was wearing and how weird she looked when she was doing such and such. But yeah, 15 years down the road, if I look back and I saw someone trying to find answers about why my father was killed and pointing out things that clearly to anybody with eyes doesn't make sense, yeah, I'm gonna appreciate it. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you to all 1,000 of you that liked the video. Thank you to everyone that went the extra mile and sent in a super chat as well. Taco Tuesday, Big J Money, the big Will Wallace as well. And of course, the beautiful, awesome, amazing Amy E. We are going to be back with the show on Monday. Y'all know we will be dropping content throughout the weekend. So make sure if you haven't yet subscribed, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any time we drop a new video or live stream as well. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And as always, you know what to do. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We gone. Peace. Oh, wait, I said peace. I got to respond to this. Candace Owens has never accused Erika of killing Charlie Kirk. Now y'all are just making something up. We watch YouTube. That is a lie. Candace Owens has never done that. All right, I'm out of here.